Okay, let's start this hip opener sequence by stepping one leg forward. I'm going to place the hand on your foot. Other hand is in line with the foot. And we're just going to gently rock side to side. Just keep this stretch moving. Breathing nice and slowly. This is a great hip opening sequence to start your day, so you're less stiff. It's a great one to finish the day before you go to bed. And it's a great all-rounder for preparing your body for exercise, for your workout. If you do this at the start of the day and don't get a lot of time to warm up before your workout, then this counts. So just gently keeping that stretch moving. And now if you can, if it feels good for you, you can try to come a little lower. Absolutely okay to stay up. Otherwise, you may be able to get down to both elbows, or you may be able to get down to one elbow like me and not quite reach the other one down. That's fine, it's a work in progress. The more you practice this on a daily basis, the more flexible you will get through the hips. Again, focusing on the breath, nice and slow. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little rotation. So we're going to reach the arm across, trying to still keep the sole of the foot down and not turning onto the outside edge of the foot. We're going to do that shortly. I'm going to rotate here, and again just keep it moving slightly, so we're opening up through the side of the ribs. Again, you can do this from this position, up on the hand, if you can't get down onto the elbow. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, we're going to rotate to the other side, so you can either stay down on the elbow or you can come up onto the hand, and we're just going to turn and look, try and look at the back foot. Okay, so we're going to look over the shoulder, try and get that rotation through the other side. If you're doing this on the elbow, you can come here or try and look through underneath to that foot. And again, breathing here, you want to be able to breathe through these moves. So if you're going too deep and too far that your breathing's restricted, just back it off a bit. Okay, let's come back. We're going to give that hip a little break, and we're going to stretch the hamstrings here. So we are going to come up, and we're going to come back, straighten the leg. We're trying to flex the quad here, all right? Tension in the quad to release the hamstring on the other side. So we flex, and then we come forward out of that stretch. We come back, contract the quad, and come out of it. So it's just a little hold for a couple of counts and then come forward. We just keep it moving, contract the quad, straighten the leg, and we come forward. Contract. Now if you can't bring your hands down to the floor, that's okay. You can come up here. If you have some yoga blocks, you could also use those. Contract the quad. And again, keep your breathing flowing. Tension in that quad. And one more. Okay, let's come back to that forward lunge. This time, we're gonna bring that foot out a little more and we're gonna turn the foot so you're coming onto the outside edge of that foot. Again, you can place the hand on the foot here or just inside the foot, and we're just moving slightly side to side. This really helps to free up tension and tightness through the hips. This sequence only take you 10-12 minutes a day. We're going to add that rotation again. Actually, before we do that, let's see if you can get down onto the elbows. If not, that's okay. Just come down as far as you're able to, but still be able to breathe. You don't want that constricted breathing because you're in a position that's so uncomfortable and so deep in a stretch that you can't breathe. So just back it off slightly if you are. Fine, stay up on the hands. All right, then we're going to add that rotation. So this is a beautiful stretch here, especially with that foot on the side and the knee opening out. You'll feel this a lot more than the last one. Keep it moving, keep breathing. All right, we'll do that rotation the other way. So you can be up on the hand, other hand up on the knee, looking over the shoulder, trying to look at your back foot. Trying to get that good rotation. You go down on the elbow, you can rotate and maybe even try to look through the legs. Okay, coming up out of that stretch, we'll give the hips a break. Again, this time we are going to come up into a high lunge, so we're going to lift the back knee up. And what we're going to do here is you're going to, the glute of your back leg, you're going to contract and squeeze it as you push the hip down, okay? But we're keeping the back leg straight, not bending the knee, not dropping the knee to the ground. So we come up first, contract the quad, push the hip down, and then release it. Come up, relax the quad, the glute, sorry if I said the quad. Contract that glute, push the hip down, keep that back leg straight, feel that big stretch, keep that glute switched on, release, come up. Contract the glute, keep it contracted. So it's really important to keep that glute contracted as you push the hip down, as well as keeping that back leg straight. We'll do a few more. Come up out of it, squeeze the glute, push the hip down, leg straight, come out, squeeze, drop. One more, squeeze, drop. And you're done on that side. Whew. So now you should feel quite uneven having done one side, with the other side being a lot tighter. So we're going to do the other side now. So let's lunge the other leg forward. Bring that leg back. Place the hand on the foot. And then we'll just keep it moving. Back and forth. Focusing on the breath. Okay. Let's try and come down to the elbow if you can. You get one elbow down, can't quite get the other elbow down, that's okay. We're working on it. Some of you who are used to doing yoga and ability will find this quite easy to achieve. Others may not even be able to get down to one elbow, and that's okay. So just go with what feels right for you. Make sure you're keeping the sole down. We're not turning onto the outside of the foot yet. Okay, let's add that rotation. So reach that arm out. You can be up on the hand here. Breathe through it. Slight movement side to side. Alright, let's rotate the other way. So either up on the hand or down on the elbow. We're going to look over that shoulder. Try and get as much rotation as you can without constricting the breath. Again, slight movement. Okay, let's come out of that. Let's give that hip a break. We're going to come back into that hamstring stretch. So either from more upright position, or if it feels good for you and you're able to, you can bring your hands down. We're going to straighten that leg, contract the quad, and then we come out of it. So we straighten, contract the quad, so really tensing that quad at that stretch. What that does is, because you're contracting this muscle, the opposing muscle, your hamstring, gets a better stretch. And you can either flex the foot here too if you want to, bring the toes up towards the shins, or you can keep the foot pointed. It's up to you, just make sure you're contracting that quad. Good. All right, let's come back into that lunge position. This time we're going to bring the foot, drop the foot out a little more, and we're going to come to the outside edge of that foot. We let the knee drop out, and we just keep it moving here, breathing. If you want to, you can come down to the elbow. You may find by this point you may be able to get a little lower with the elbows to the floor. Alright, so that rotation, so rotating away from that leg, really make sure you're dropping that knee out. Feel that beautiful open through the hip. and coming in and looking over the shoulder, rotating the other direction this time. Or you can come down to the elbow. Good. All right, last one. So we're going to do the front of the hip here. So we're going to come up into that high lunge, back knee is up. All right, we lift the hips up first, get the glute ready so we can track that glute, and then we press the hip down while that leg stays straight, or almost straight. Keep the knee locked out, contract the glute, drop the hip down, just as far as you're able to. Coming up out of it, squeeze the glute, drop the hip, back leg straight. Again, always making sure you're breathing actively, slowly. Do one more. Awesome. And come out of that. Oh, well done. I hope you're feeling a little freer through the hips, and doing that on a daily basis or every second day is really going to help with just freeing up some tension in your lower back if you suffer from lower back issues too. All right, have a great day.